Hey everybody, Papa Wolf here, live from Compound W Canine Rescue in Jacksonville, Florida, with another edition of Unshaven and Unshowered. It is November, so actually unshaven. I showered, I don't know, sometime in the last few days. The dogs don't seem to mind, so I guess it's okay. But there's no co-host, no special guest, no pups around. This is a special edition. We might title it the Douche Bag edition. I haven't decided. But I saw a video yesterday of a guy that has a big problem with one of the major coffee seller brands where you go and stand in line and pay as much for a cup of coffee as you could a meal somewhere, and all because they changed their cups to red and there's no snowflakes and trees on their cup. Instead, it's a nice holiday red. Looks pretty cheery to me. I saw one yesterday while at a doctor's appointment. But I think he's missing the bigger picture. There is actually quite the conspiracy going on, and he's playing right into it, whomever this douchebag was. I mean, maybe I should be more of a douchebag and I'd get a lot more hits. I mean, I think he had 12 million something, and that was 2 million more than the day before. No telling where he's at now. But personally, and being rather grounded in theology and religion, as well as Christianity, it just seems to me that if the lack of some snowflakes and trees on your coffee cup is an indication of someone waging a war on Christianity. Side note, the owner of this company just happens to be Jewish. So, kind of under no obligation to really celebrate Christmas. I guess there'd be a big brouhaha if they, had Hanukkah cups, happy Hanukkah cups. But I thought they went with an excellent monotone red, just as a festive holiday color. But if your faith, particularly since I can't remember this guy's name, I'm just going to refer to him as DB from now on. If Mr. DB, if his faith is so weak that the lack of some trees and snowflakes shakes his religious foundation to the ground enough so that he wants to campaign against this company and start his own war against this company, tricking employees into saying Merry Christmas by telling them your name is Merry Christmas or Jesus Christ or God. But I don't know what else he's up to. But again, he's missing the bigger picture. There's a real conspiracy here. And this other company, I think maybe paying DB to raise such a fuss about the other company. Now, the company that I am questioning and is at the root of this conspiracy, and as you know, I'm not a conspiracy buff, but this one really hit home. There's another company that is just completely flying under the radar and ruining family values. They don't even really care that it's Christmas. They're just targeting the family unit and trying to destroy it. And so, as you know, as an anti-bullying advocate, as a defender of truth, we have to out this company. This is important information. Now, it just so happens that I have one of their cups right over here. And you might recognize the company. I am not authorized to mention their name. But this looks like an innocent coffee cup. It's even got a pretty wreath on it. Very festive. But might I point out the color purple? Now, what DB, I think, is getting paid to do is detract attention away from this color purple. Because some of my viewers won't remember, but a lot of you will. In 1999, the Reverend Jerry Falwell outed Teletubby Tinky Winky, the purple one, as being gay. And that show was subliminally sending sexual innuendo messages to the children watching the show. Now, to come up with that thought, that's kind of like saying that, you know, the street show, I don't want to get in trouble for copyrights, but if you ever have sesame seed buns, and then there's the street, you know, and the grouch guy in the can, and the blue guy, and the high-pitched thing, can't think of its name, but everybody hates it. And there's a yellow bird and stuff on the show. That's kind of like waiting for two of them to break out into sex on the little steps that they sit on and talk about the alphabet and stuff. Kind of a warped mind. Now, with all due respect, Reverend Falwell passed away, I believe, in 2007, so rest in peace. It still doesn't mean that he wasn't, well, kind of whacked. But he was right. It's a conspiracy. Next thing you know, all your children seeing this cup are going to become homosexuals. Even worse, depending on what they put in the cup, if you're currently a homosexual, and I don't say that flippantly, it's a bit of satire. They have something they can put in the cup that could possibly make you straight. Now, this should be really scary. I have a lot of friends of all orientations and all lifestyles, and I wouldn't want any of them to be tricked in to falling for the power of this purple cup. So, all I can say is you've been warned. Lock up your women and children. Don't get any of these purple cups, and God forbid, don't let your kids see them. The first thing they're going to think of is either Barney, and you know where that leads to, the Barney song, and then an earworm for 6 weeks. Or they're just going to poof, become gay. Or they might have been a happy, gay young person. And poof, they become straight, and then they're confused again. I mean, really? Isn't Christmas and the holiday season really for everyone, even though it's not a holiday that everyone celebrates? Because there are multiple. That means more than one, a lot actually, of religions around the world and different holidays. Christmas really got a big push, though, by Coke. Just realized I couldn't say their name. But that's even where Santa Claus came from. Did you know that? There was no Santa Claus before the little shapely bottle and the jingles and all that stuff and the stuff in the soda. And now it's just a soda. And then there's the other kind of taste alike, look alike soda, and then there's another one that's a doctor that one's actually pretty good. I think it's better than the other two. But really, can you believe this douchebag? Trying to distract all of America, perhaps the entire world, away from what's really going on with this purple cup. It's dangerous. Don't fall for the little Christmas wreath and the pretty shade of purple. Now, the only other thing I could think of for why they chose purple was they may have known I was going to dye my hair in honor of a friend of mine that is battling cancer, and it's not going great at the moment, but my hair was pink for October. I don't think we did any shows in October, and I had to take care of some things, kind of official things, so I had to take the pink out, and that really made me mad because I swore to my friend that I was going to have that pink in there until she was in full remission. So when I had the opportunity, as soon as our official business was taken care of, I went and had all kind of color put in. Blue, purple, pink. So I mean, it's possible that this company got the idea for their purple cup from my hair color choice. But doesn't the Teletubby story and Tinky Winky make a much better story? And doesn't it make much more sense why the douchebag has 12 million views or more and people are up in arms against a war on Christmas? You know what? If you're not a Christian and somebody says Merry Christmas to you, there's nothing wrong with saying Happy Holidays. Or there's nothing wrong with saying Merry Christmas back to them. Say what you want to say. And if you are a Christian and you say Merry Christmas to somebody and they say Happy Holidays back to you, perhaps, just a slim chance, they're not a Christian. Mind blower. We're not a Christian nation. Never set up that way. I don't care what you think you know about the Founding Fathers. We were never intended to be a one religion nation. So, anyway, be afraid. Be very afraid. And the next time you go into the place with the red cups, please be nice to those people. They have to deal with douchebags like the guy that's got the viral video. Well, I promise the next Unshaven and Unshowered show will have some more substance to it. But how could we not warn you about this? It's tragic. I'm feeling gay just holding on to it. Like, I want to break out into show tunes. If I didn't need the assistance of a walker, I would dance around a little bit. Maybe go put on a dress. Sounds kind of frilly and fun, huh? Well, douchebag guy with 12 million hits. You're a effing douchebag. Bye, everybody.